Hi, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm excited to be sharing today. I'm also thankful for the day and for a new opportunity to be here. I wanted to share quite a few things that um, I've entitled The Basics of Daily Living. Um, for the new month, the month of June, one of my favorite months, I am considering what I want to get accomplished, what my intentions are for this month and this season of my life. And I wrote down some of um, those intentions. And then, so separately from that small list that I made, I wanted to just reflect back on the activities that have allowed me to survive and wanting to continue to implement those activities and have um, this standard from which I can feel supported and feel that I have a good foundation to be able to continue to take care of myself, to take care of my household, and to take care of the things and the people that I'm responsible for and that I care for and hold dear. And wanting to believe and feel that I can thrive in new and healthier environments that I'm entering into with those basic tools of daily living um, at my reach. So something that helps me to um, begin in and or reset into a more productive and healthy and balanced mindset is to express gratitude. So to I'm thankful to God for keeping me, and I'm thankful to my body for keeping me. So I was thinking this morning how, and I think about this pretty often, how in my lowest points, in moments where I've been estranged and moments where I've been out of my mind and out of my body, I have never been without. I've never been without some place to go to rest my head. I've never been without clothes and food and water and even some form of communication, if that's via my phone or email. And I haven't even been without access to like Wi-Fi. So another important thing I haven't been without is some form of transportation. There was a period where I didn't have a car, but I had access to buses, I've had access to trains, I've had access to being able to Uber. And for the most part of my adult life, I've had a car. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that even though I haven't had all the things that I want, I've had what I needed at any particular moment in time. I've had what I needed. When I first started adulting, I I had to seek out public assistance. And I survived off of those resources. I was able to take care of myself and able to take care of my son with those resources and access to them. And I wouldn't be here with all the things that I have now, like without that. And so I'm thankful for that public assistance. I'm thankful for all those people that looked out for me that I don't know by name, don't remember their faces. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for every single job that I've had, from the job that I was at for 3 days to the job that I was at for 6 years to the job that I was at for a year, for a semester, for 3 years, for 4.5 years. I'm thankful for all of my work experience, all of the lessons that have grown me up throughout the years. I'm thankful for that. And I am thankful for the activities and the functions of my brain, of my limbs, of my inner being, that allow me to be able to do those basic things on a day-to-day, and to be able to make it. That's something that's important to acknowledge. And I'm just wanting to take my time in being able to acknowledge that and be able to be appreciative of that. When I'm able to do that, and when I'm able to show appreciation to my brain and all of the rest of me, I can let go of the shame that I've built up within me, within my being, over more harsher things, right? So in my daily living and trying to just get to the basics of daily living and to see some type of upward progression and movement and mobility, I've tended to feel ashamed that I needed that help, that I've needed those resources, that I couldn't do things on my own to start, right? And now I feel like I don't want to see them or put them in this light of like being embarrassed or ashamed of it. It's just something that has come with, you know, where I've landed in the spectrum of, you know, what my lot has been, and my family of origin and my socioeconomic status and all of that. And so it isn't anything to be ashamed of. It's just what it is, you know. And so I want to let go of that shame and honor the struggle, right? Honor those more tougher parts that I've seen and had to endure, and honor my sadness and grief of them, and even like letting go of certain routines and mindsets and things, and honoring them so that I don't feel guilty about them, honoring them so that I can offer to those parts of myself, to those versions of myself, something new, and just as good. Yeah, so coming from a place of appreciation and gratitude, I can live in contentment over my life and over my day-to-day routines and habits, and I can see the beauty in the mundane. And I say these things so that when those moments of guilt do come, when those moments of sadness do come, when those seasons of depression come, you know, in the winter, in the spring, in the summer, in the fall, depression is a companion of mine, and I don't want to be embarrassed that that's something that I have to hold. I can remind myself and encourage myself by knowing and remembering and saying inwardly and outwardly that I've gotten through those seasons, that I've overcome those seasons by grace. And I can, in remembering, offer myself the right word and the right memory to be able to keep going. So I wrote down a lot of my daily activities. So I tend to write these activities down as to-dos for the week. Okay, so for the daily, for the week, and for the month. So I wanted to share some of those things. So activities that allow me to take care of myself and feel like I am making it include going to bed at a decent hour. And I noted on here that especially right now, I want to make sure that I'm going to bed by no later than 11 o'clock at night. And then waking up at a decent hour so that I have enough time to get ready and get going. So I wrote down 6 a.m. That's going to be my target time goal for these upcoming days and weeks. And then remembering to take a moment of quiet in the morning to pray, set an intention for the morning and the day, to reflect, to thank God, and just get in the right mind. That's something that I want to continue to implement. For the most part, I think I do okay in these three things that I just started, right? So I think I do okay in going to bed at a decent hour and then getting up at a decent time, and then taking just a moment or a few minutes to pray and express gratitude. And then beyond that, I mean, these are very basic things that, when I've been in the thick of my sadness and madness, it feels sometimes impossible to get to. But flossing and brushing my teeth, washing and moisturizing my face, combing and moisturizing my hair, putting pants on, putting on deodorant and lotion, and meal prepping for myself and my household. If I can get to those things in the morning time, I've won. And it's good to say this to myself and share often, those little wins. Hey, I combed my hair. Because sometimes, if you see me in my beanie or my hoodie, it may, not always, but it may be a sign. Eating in the morning, at lunchtime, and at dinner time is important to me, because sometimes I'll skip meals, sometimes I won't have an appetite, and pushing myself to make sure that I'm eating, and then also like snacking in between my meals is important. That way I'm continuing to just make healthy choices as far as my eating habits are concerned. So my staples, I have to have every day: oatmeal, spinach, and beans. And then I'm able to incorporate like granola bars and rice and gluten-free tortillas, which I'm really excited about right now. Yeah, if I can start with those things and then add fruits and other types of vegetables, that helps my skin to glow. So then beyond that, getting my kids to school on time, or mostly to school. Getting my kids to school on time, and then getting to work on time. Those things are important because if I am managing my time wisely in the morning, if I'm getting up early, making sure that I'm divvying up the minutes appropriately, then I'm able to get out the door at a decent hour where I'm not rushing. And that is very important to me. If I start to feel like I'm rushing myself, I start getting anxious, and then conversations don't flow as well. And then because of that, like, I feel bad throughout the day because the morning didn't start off right. And as far as I can help it, as much as I can do, I want to be able to like be early so that I can flow a little bit more easily through the morning. Throughout the day, things that help me are getting fresh air, getting sunlight, stretching, taking a walk, drinking water. I still don't drink enough water. And then in the evening time, once the workday is done, once I've made it home and I've collected my children, I can make sure that I'm continuing to take care of myself and my household by washing dishes, taking a shower, cleaning the countertops because they need to be cleaned like every day, 2-3 times a day, and then sweeping the floor and just tidying up my little corners and spaces. So those things on a daily help me to survive the day, help me to survive whatever internal conflicts I'm trying to process for the day or the week or the month. And then getting back to my night routine and intending to go to sleep at a decent hour. When I take a moment to pray and reflect on the day and check in with myself, and sometimes even give myself a little score. How did I do today? That helps to be prepared for the upcoming day. And then I rinse and repeat. I've tended in the past to like have like daily like trackers, weekly trackers. Right now I'm not doing that, but I've noticed in the last couple of weeks that just listing out how I have it here, listing them out, because I'm already aware of like what I need to do on a daily basis, and then any additional weekly and monthly activities, any upcoming or miscellaneous tasks, listing those out so that I have it on paper and it's not on my brain as heavily. That helps me. So then on a weekly basis, the activities that I participate in include doing laundry. So putting clothes in the washer, then putting them in the dryer, then taking them out, folding things, and then putting them away, hanging things and putting them away. That's a lot of steps. Going to the grocery store on a weekly basis. That helps me to have those staples that I can have access to throughout my day-to-day. And then I'm not spending as much money buying fast food and other more expensive meals, even though groceries are just expensive now for the rest of time, I feel. And then on a weekly basis, washing my hair, shaving, And then again, cleaning the counters and cleaning the bathrooms and just cleaning the general living area. Um, during more tougher, challenging times, I may not do some of those things, and that's another sign. If I haven't washed my hair in a couple of weeks, that's a sign that I'm moving too fast, I'm skipping things, and I need to reset. I need to retreat into my self-care cave and focus on those activities, because I always feel better after I do them. I feel more myself because I've tended to those things. And then an activity that I've been doing on and off for the last few years that has now become a part of me, that if I don't do regularly, I will not be functioning and walking in my purpose. And those things are, one of the activities is recording voice memos. So that's like an external outlet that I have for expressing my thoughts to myself, for myself. And then doing these type of check-ins. I've been doing weekly resets for the last couple of years. That's cool, right? That's cool to say. And this year, I just recently started getting back, even though I'm not calling them that right now. But anyways, like, that's still at the foundational level. That's what they are, right? Like, it's taken me the time that it's taken me to get back to that place where I've been like recording and posting, and that's something that I really enjoy doing, and I'm thankful that I'm able to like create this space for myself to like live online and be online. So doing these things on a weekly make me a winner. And then on a monthly basis, paying my bills, maintaining my car, whether that's getting a car wash, or I guess I don't do that. I don't have to do this as like a monthly thing, but more miscellaneous thing, like getting my car taken in for service. And then doctor appointments. I think this one's a really big one. So doctor and dentist appointments, scheduling the appointments, going to the appointments, following up on appointments as needed. And even beyond that, researching insurance, researching providers, and then keeping the appointments, going to the appointments, and then whatever other instructions happen after that. During times and seasons of my life where it's been more challenging, I have not kept up with those things as well. And a lot of that has to do with having access, having energy to talk to whoever I needed to talk to, feeling that those things were important and necessary for my well-being, which they are. But when I'm moving and shaking and all these other things are happening, like, that's at the bottom of my list. You know what I mean? So I just want to acknowledge that those things are important before I do any of the more fancier self-care things, like just those basic needs. Making sure my teeth are straight. Literally, like, they're not right now, but it's all good. Yeah, that's important, So one of the last things I want to say is that I can move slowly through these things. I don't have to do them perfectly. Just the fact of like acknowledging where I am at any particular moment with any one of these particular things is good, and then allowing myself the time and space to move through them slowly, so that I can more fully embrace those activities and see the goodness in them and the goodness in the simplicity of it all, and not feeling like they're just like whatever chores. Like, some of the things are, right? Like, but that's what I need in order to like be healthy and maintain, and then be able to add on things in a more responsible way. So I wrote down as a reminder to myself to keep it simple, sweetheart. Trust the process. Continue to trust the process, to trust the timing of your life, and to trust yourself in it. Again, I'll say keep it basic. Okay. This cool thought came to me this morning. I am remembering that if I can keep it basic, then I can, with greater anticipation and expectation, wait for God to move and allow God to move in my life. And then I can allow myself to be surprised and be inspired by what is revealed to me and through me. And then I can live in the awe and the wonder and the marvelous of my life, and hold it with the beauty that it is. And so I want to finish this share by saying again that I am thankful to the basics. I'm thankful to all of my previous and past versions for all of the effort and all of the mistakes and all of the trials and all of the victories and all of the losses. I am thankful to the basics for helping me to survive then and for helping me to thrive now.